Okay, we're going to talk to you just about the basics of sewing. Now some of this stuff may be a little bit advanced, but I just want to introduce to you the basic symbols on a pattern. So you should be doing this worksheet right here. Okay, now on the top part you watched a video before where they talked about the crosswise, the lengthwise, and the biased. If you haven't watched that video, watch it first so that you'll understand what's going on here a little bit better. Okay, now this is a basic pattern for pants or a shirt. We're going to focus on the pants part of it. If I pull the pattern out, it's folded like this, and here's the instructions, and then you see the pattern pieces laid out on the table in front, and we would have to cut these out if we were going to make this pair of pants. Okay, the different symbols I want to talk to you about are, first one is notches. Okay, if I look close, I gotta get a little closer, but you see these little notches. Okay, they're like triangle symbols. You see them all over. Okay, when I cut this out, this pattern out, and then I pin it onto my fabric and cut it out, I'm going to make a notch. Okay, but I'm actually gonna, instead of cutting in, I'm gonna cut out. Okay, and that notch will help me when I pin this pattern, okay, the fabric to another piece of fabric. It'll help me line it up so that it's straight. Okay, and that's what a notch is. It's just there to help you when you sew. Okay, the next is going to be the cutting line. Okay, now these outside lines, these are all cutting lines. Each one is actually for different size, like small, medium, and large, but that would be the cutting line. So my first step would be to cut this pattern out, and I would follow one of these lines depending on the size. Okay, now the pocket outline is, if you come over here, it's a little different than what you see on your worksheet, but you've got a line here that would show where you would put the pocket. I'll just show you on the worksheet so you can see a little bit better. This would be on a shirt. Here's my pocket outline. So that would be the place where I would put a pocket if I wanted one. Okay, the sleeve dot, and I'm going to just show you on this pattern as well. Okay, see how you have these little dots, these little circles? Okay, I'll show you on this pattern as well. Here, this is a pants, again, and this is the top of the waist. Here's some dots here. Okay, now these dots, and like the dot here, can you see the dot at the top of the sleeve? This is the front part of the shirt, and you see another dot. Okay, and what that does, if I was going to use this pattern and cut it out and then make a shirt, I would cut my shirt front out, and then I cut the sleeve, and then I could match this sleeve, this dot, up with this dot, and sew the sleeve onto my shirt. Okay, so that's basically what it is. Alright, our next one is the straight of grain. We're gonna have to come over here. Okay, straight of grain, if you watch the video, you know what the lengthwise, crosswise is, and the selvage. Okay, now I've got a pattern. This is for making a P pillow, the P letter, and I've got this grain line here. This grain line is telling me what direction the pillow should be placed and pinned on my fabric. Okay, so what I would do is I'd want to have this grain line parallel with this selvage so that there's the same amount of distance in between this spot here on the line with the selvage as there would be with this spot on the line with the selvage. Okay, so it looks nice and straight on grain, and then I would cut it out. Okay, so let's go back again over here. Okay, our next one we want to talk about is the dot. Okay, and I already talked to you about the sleeve dot. Okay, let me just show you some of the others. These dots, there's dots all over the place that are used just to help you when you're pinning.